This is the Roman Emperor Nero, talking from beyond the grave, from the eternal city of light, from Rome, in the country of Italy. The name of my speech will be Police Brutality in the United States of America. USA for short. My first is going to be a question to you protesters. Where were you protesters when the other unarmed civilians were getting killed, murdered by the police? Once again, this is common knowledge. Even a 2-year-old child could tell you this. The police were killing people back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, 2000, and up to now. Where were you people? Were you too afraid to do what was going on, to do something then? Or is it that there is force in numbers, strength in numbers? This is not to pick on the protesters. And once again, this video does not advocate violence against the police. As Nero, I believe in a strong police system to fight against people they're called. Well, we've known this for years, and now everyone wants to stand up and say, I'm a protester, I'm an advocate for police not killing unarmed civilians. But yet, the police kill unarmed people with mental illnesses all the time. For years they were doing this. And no one stands up for the people with mental health issues. Not even NAMI, the Nationalized Mental Institute, tells the police they should be taught better how to handle unarmed, mentally insane, crazy people. To my premise. Point 1. Police, by the year 2013, any law official that is a civilian of the United States, whatever state they live in or jurisdiction, needs body cameras by the year 2016. Once again, we know it's expensive and there's a cost. But give example, New York City in the past 30 years has paid out $1 billion to people who have been wounded and injured by the police officers. Yes, the police officers in New York City are called the finest. But once again, they have had one apple, rotten apple spoils the whole barrel. They had crooked cops who protected the Gotti, the Gambino crime family, who accepted drug money from drug dealers and the Crips and Bloods, 18th Street, Market Salvatrucha. They have done all type of corrupt things. They've been caught sleeping with prostitutes. Even some of them got caught in a child pedophile ring. All right. Number 2. When a DA, the district attorney, will be replaced by a federal representative, DA, when there is a police involved shooting on an unarmed civilian. That's the only way to do it. The DAs are too entrenched with the police officers. They will defend them to the very end. We know the DAs are corrupt in many places. They do not prosecute rich people. They only prosecute minorities and poor people. We know this to be a fact because it is the truth. The police will not go after Jay-Z, Beyonce, Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, or anyone like that. They won't go for poor people who cannot defend themselves and get proper attorneys. That is a truthful statement. And we all know it to be true. Look at the newspapers. Celebrities rape women and nothing happened. But yet a man, a poor person, wants to have sex with their wife and they get drunk. And the police are called when a woman says they're raped and they're given a 25-year life sentence. If you don't believe it or not, look in your local papers, microfilm, Google, internet. You will know that's the truth. And once again, step 3 is a repeat of history. When the police kill someone, their families are paid millions of dollars for a settlement. And most of these cases are sealed so that no one can talk about it. But the New York Times estimated in the past 40 or 50 years, That cost to be around $1 billion that New York City has paid out. But once again, don't believe anything the Emperor Nero said. I burnt my city of Rome to the ground because I wanted to renovate and build new structures. But once again, we know that some of the protesters in Ferguson, Missouri were outside agitators who burnt down buildings, so particular buildings. And we have to wonder why they did that. They only burnt certain buildings. It was a pattern. Google Earth it. You will see a pattern in the buildings that they burned. Was that not some satanic rite that they did? Don't believe me though. I'm a madman. When Rome was burning, I played the violin. Look for yourself. Google Earth it and look up the buildings that were destroyed. It makes a pattern. Better train police to use non-lethal weapons when the person's unarmed. We have a taser that gives out 50,000 to 100,000 volts. Why didn't they use it then? We have tear gas, pepper spray, batons. There are many forms of non-lethal force that we can use instead of killing people. Step 5. Psychological evaluation police officers 4 times a year. Make that the law by 2016. And the police fail 1 psychological test in that year period. And they failed it again back to back. If they fail 2 on the test in a 1 year period out of 4, then they can no longer be a police officer. That's the only thing to do. These police officers are mostly stressed out. They live a stressful job. Many of them suffer from PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome. My friend Anthony W. is a veteran, suffers from that same ailment. He cannot work a job. He sees and hears voices. The police officers need better treatment for their psychological standpoint, their health. Make it mandate that all police officers go to a psychologist to talk about their issues, their stressors and things like that. Once a week. Make that the law so that we know these people are healthy and they can do their job. If not, we're going to continue. Insanity is the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That is true insanity. But now in this video, this is a corrupt politician, corrupt emperor, corrupt leader. Don't allow the police to become corrupt. Even though New York City finest, they call themselves the finest. But once again, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal have reported many times the officers have been caught doing the same thing as the crooks, the corrupt ones. Once again, this bill is not a call for arms against the police. This bill is a call for arms for people of goodwill to do what is right and protect citizen rights when they are unarmed. We need for the police to they need to go back to community-based serving where they will walk down the street and talk to people. Get to know their neighbors, know who's in your community, know who has a mental illness, who's not, and help them. Once again, that is the only way for things to get better. And once again, God bless you and thank you for listening to this video. This is Emperor Nero signing out for the city of eternal light, Rome. Goodbye.